Hello everybody, I'm Alice and I would like to welcome you to this, our third episode of Whistlebare Yarns from the Farm. Whistlebare is our small family farm here in Northumberland in the United Kingdom, where we keep Angora goats for their beautiful mohair and Wensleydale sheep for their luscious long wool, which we spin to produce our very own knitting yarn. If you would like to know more about us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, Twitter, and of course YouTube, all of which we are Whistlebare. Now, in this, our third episode, I will be showing you what I'm knitting and what I'm going to knit. I will also be introducing you to our Wensleydale sheep. It occurred to me that whilst this is the third episode, you have yet to meet the sheep. And at the moment they are looking particularly fantastic because they're due to be shorn on Tuesday, which means they have got their full fleece on at the moment. As well as the Wensleydale sheep, we will be meeting little Edamame again. You may well remember him. He was the very, very small bottle-fed kid that we have. Now he has 6 or 7 other bottle-fed friends and they are all in absolute disgrace. Later on I will be showing you what they've done, and I think you will agree with me that perhaps I should be calling them Sunday lunch. Here are some of our glorious Wensleydale sheep. All these sheep actually belong to our 2 oldest boys, who have turned out to be great shepherds. It's a good thing, as Wensleydales are the largest native breed of sheep in the UK and easily outweigh the boys. Sadly, Wensleydales are now a rare breed, as they're no longer fashionable to use as terminal sires on the hill breeds. We knitters, however, will always love them for their incredibly soft, silky, lustrous long wool. Wensleydale wool actually shares many characteristics with mohair, which is one of the reasons that the 2 fibres are so good to blend together. Wensleydale, historically, was actually known as poor man's mohair. They're a bit hot today, as you can see, and that's because they're due to be shorn in a couple of days' time. I really can't help thinking that they look like miniature hippos wallowing around in the grass. So here he is, little Edamame and some of his bottle-fed mates, including Sid the lamb. Butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, would it? Well, butter might not, but sweet peas and pansies certainly do. Those of you who have visited our studio here at Whistlebare will know that I like to have troughs of flowers outside the door. That is, I did, until Ed and his mates escaped. As you can see, he is working hard to become a delicious Sunday lunch. For those of you who subscribe to our newsletter, you will know that we are running a feature called Yarns Around Northumberland, where we go to a different beautiful site in Northumberland each month, and we tell you a little bit of the story of the place, and we introduce you to a new pattern and a specially coloured yarn for the event. This month we are going to the College Valley and we are telling you the story of Sheila. Sheila was a very heroic border collie. So if you would like to know more about Sheila and her escapades and all about our beautiful new pattern, which I'm wearing today, this is our Starlight Snug and it's knitted from our Yeavering Bell 4-ply. But as I say, you can find out all about it on our newsletter. So do sign up for that. Now, what are we knitting? Last month I had to admit that I hadn't even cast on my Nuuk jumper. Well, you will be pleased to hear I have finally started making progress on my Nuuk jumper. It's been a bit hit and miss because I was well underway when lovely Tess actually finished her jumper, and I tried it and discovered that really I was probably knitting a size too big. So I had to frog it and start yet again. So this is becoming the longest running very little jumper knit ever, I think. However, we are finally making some progress. Here it is. It's in our double knit and it is in our colour Joyful. It's not looking too special just at the moment because half knitted things never really do, but it's coming along and I'm dying to get it finished because really I want to be wearing it. Anyway, there we are, finally. Tess, meanwhile, has raced along with her Nuuk, and I think you'll agree with me that it's absolutely fantastic. Really, really useful, simple little jumper. Tess is quite tall, like me, and she's made hers a little bit longer than the pattern said. And my other friend Sarah, who's also knitted it, she has quite a short body and she made hers a little bit shorter. But it's dead simple because it's just a few more rows or less rows of stocking stitch. Anyway, I think that's great. What are we going to knit next? Well, Tess is already underway. A couple of days ago, our PomPom Quarterly turned up. This is their special 5th anniversary edition, and it's got loads of really lovely patterns in. Now, Tess has decided that she's going to knit Shindig. It's a very pretty shawl with a lace edge and stripes above. Now, Tess is actually going to change the pattern a little bit. She's knitting it in our 4-ply yarn, and she is going to do many different coloured stripes. She's chosen them. They're all blues and greys, and I have to say I think it's going to be lovely. So we wait with bated breath for progress on that. As you can see, it has only just begun, and it is a little bit of a horror because it's a scarf and it's knitted lengthways. So poor old Tess has had to cast on well over 300 stitches. However, so far so good, and I think she's enjoying it. Put that carefully away. As for me, if I ever get to the end of my Nuuk jumper, which is starting to haunt me, to be sure, I have to say I am rather fancying this jumper. It's called Soiree, and it's by Viola Polwarth. And no, it's not. That's nonsense. It's by Emily Foden. I'm very sorry. And I just really love the shape of it and the cabling under the arm. I think it's really, really pretty. So that is going to be my next project. The only question is, what colour shall I knit it in? So I've got a few here, and I would like you all, please, to, in the comments below, suggest which colour you like. There's a choice of 3 here. There's this one, which is a rather brilliant one. I think it's called Sphagnum Moss, and it's a really bold green. I think that's lots of fun. I'm just a bit nervous whether I'm that brave. The next one is another bold choice. This is Ginger Ninja, and I really love this colour. It's got so many oranges and browns and yellows in it, but I'm just not absolutely certain it looks nice on me. I just can't decide. Some days I think it's great and some days I'm not so sure. So, Ginger Ninja. Or the third choice is a much, much safer option. It's our lovely Lilac Smudge. It's this has been one of our original colours and is an ongoing colour because really it's a slightly warm neutral. Everybody looks great in it. You can wear it with anything, so it would be an easy choice, and I haven't got anything in Lilac Smudge, so I might well go that way. Anyway, let me know what you think. Lilac Smudge, Ginger Ninja, or Sphagnum Moss. So, we're coming to the end of this, our 3rd episode of Whistlebare Yarns from the Farm. I hope you've enjoyed meeting the Wensleydale sheep, little fat hippos that they are. And don't worry at all, we are not going to eat edamame or any of his friends. They are far too valuable, producing beautiful mohair for us. But they do need to learn that my troughs full of flowers are there to be enjoyed, not scoffed. If you're enjoying these episodes, please do leave a comment below. Tell us anything you would like to see, and subscribe to the channel. Or if you happen to be in Northumberland, you are very welcome to come to the studio here and see the yarn, perhaps meet some of the goats in the field. We're open on Wednesdays and Fridays, or any other day you can send me a text, numbers on the website, and if I'm here, I'm happy to open up for you.